Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, February 11th, 2025. Stand up for your country. Still a lot of confusion about President Trump's executive orders. And that's because they're not reported accurately by anybody. Okay? So it falls to me to explain really what is happening, why it's happening, and what will happen in the future. That's 3 happens. And I'm going to do more of that tonight. But the reason there's so much confusion is not your fault, not the fault of the folks, because as soon as an executive order is signed by the president, the media kicks into we hate it or we love it. Not what it is and why it happened. No, it's either it's horrible, the liberal hate Trump media, or it's the greatest executive order ever, the Fox Newses and the Newsmaxes and all that. So people go, well, what are we talking about? And they don't put it forth. But I will tonight. First, though, the talking points memo. Donald Trump takes on the corporate media and is winning. So the latest and the biggest is 60 Minutes. Tremendous broadcast for many years. Mike Wallace is a mentor of mine. I knew the whole crew over there, Don Hewitt. Andy Rooney hated me. It's very funny. And I know a lot about 60 Minutes. I was on it twice, profiled twice. Once for the rise of the O'Reilly factor and once for the book Killing Jesus. And they treated me fairly. Okay, once it was Mike Wallace that interviewed me, and the second time was Nora O'Donnell. And I have no beef. They did a nice job. It wasn't a puff piece, but it wasn't a hatchet job. And for years and years and years, I respected 60 Minutes, but I don't even watch it anymore. And it's not because I think they're crooks. It's just because it's dull. And I know pretty much what they're going to say. And the culture is left. And the whole culture at CBS News is left. And there's no doubt about it. There's no two sides to that story. It is. And we backed that up in the past. I'm not going to be redundant. So the Kamala Harris interview with 60 Minutes took place on October 7th. It was 21 minutes long. And it's right in the middle of a campaign. Trump turned down 60 Minutes, as you may remember, because when he did it the first time around, Leslie Stahl was mean to him. He didn't like how Leslie conducted herself. Okay. Trump had a chance to go on 60 Minutes, but he didn't trust him, so he didn't go. Harris went. So 21-minute interview, and they edited the interview. The whole thing was 54 minutes, I understand. They didn't have to cut anything. In fact, I wouldn't have, had I been running 60 Minutes, I would have run the whole thing. Why cut it? Middle of a campaign, got the Democratic nominee. Let's go. All right? Got something better? I don't think so. So anyway, they cut it. That's where the controversy comes in. The correspondent is Bill Whitaker. I don't know him. And he asked Kamala Harris about Israel Netanyahu and whether they have a decent relationship with the Biden administration. And here's what Kamala Harris said in the unedited part of the interview. Go.
The work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region. And we're not going to stop doing that. We're not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
Now, remember, the question was, does the Biden administration have an important relationship with Israel and Netanyahu? She didn't answer the question. She didn't come close to answering the question. In fact, I don't know what she was talking about. And that was her problem. She's all over the place. She doesn't answer the questions. So when you watch the program, you didn't see that answer. Nobody saw that. Here's what you saw. Go.
The work that we do diplomatically with the leadership of Israel is an ongoing pursuit around making clear our principles.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We are not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
So they cut out all the gibberish, and she was much more cogent in that part, right? So that part ran 22 seconds. They cut 11 seconds of gibberish out of it. Now, that's not illegal to do. Donald Trump's not going to win his lawsuit. It's $20 million, I mentioned. He's not going to win. You can edit any way you want to edit, and CBS is saying, oh, we edited because we didn't have the time, we didn't think it was important, we wanted to cut it down and all that. Am I buying that? No, I'm not. And I've been in this business 50 years. I know how to edit a piece. I'm not. The powers that be at 60 Minutes wanted Kamala Harris to look better. And I think that is beyond any reasonable doubt. But it's not illegal. Okay? All right. So what happens then is that CBS would not put out the transcript until the federal government, until Trump won the election, and the chairman of the SEC says, you got to put it out. Okay? And so they were ordered to put it out, and they finally did, and now we know what they did. Okay, enter 60, enter the Wall Street Journal. I like the Wall Street Journal. I get it delivered to my home every morning. Wall Street Journal editorial page is factual, and it features a lot of very smart people, and I learned something. It's the best editorial page in the country. But today's editorial I disagree with, and I want to let you know why. Okay, so they say that 60 Minutes is fine, what they did is okay, and Trump's foolish for suing them. Quote, what raises eyebrows is that Mr. Trump is also suing the network, demanding damages of, Mike Myers, Dr. Evil Voice here, 20 billion. I'm sorry, I think I said million, it's billion. CBS edited the interview to make Kamala seem more concise and intelligent, which she is not, the Trump lawsuit said. It approvingly cites the FCC complaint. News reports say the CBS parent company, Paramount, is in talks to settle the lawsuit as a way to heal a Trump grievance while it seeks to merge with Sky Dance Media. Mr. Trump clearly wants to intimidate the press, and it's no credit to the FCC to see it reinforcing that with an inquiry, unquote. Now, I disagree with that. And it's really simple why I disagree with it. Because we need the American people to know if during a presidential election, a major television news operation is slanting its coverage toward one or the other candidate. And clearly, CBS slanted toward Kamala Harris. That information is vital to our democracy. It's vital to you, to your vote. There's a lot of people that don't know what the deuce is going on in this country. So, is Trump want to intimidate the media? I think he wants to destroy the media as it is now. He believes it's fake news across the board, except for a few outlets. And he wants to batter them and bludgeon them, and he is. But is that wrong? No. I've been treated so unfairly by the corporate media throughout my career, 50 years, it's staggering. I know how crooked they are. And I fought back. But Trump got a lot more power than I do. And he is exposing this. Now, the final word on it is that CBS News is not going to recover ever from this. Ever. They're done. As a news organization that is trusted as a Walter Cronkite-driven organization. It's starting to go downhill under Dan Rather. But now it's done, as is NBC News because of MSNBC, as is CNN. They can't recover. And ABC News, it's a left-wing culture over there, but I don't know if they're as damaged as NBC and CBS. But still, the numbers, the viewers are just declining all across the board. And that's a memo. Are you worried about the IRS collecting and unsavory tactics by that group? Tax Network USA, the nation's premier tax relief firm, can help you. They've already negotiated more than $1 billion in tax relief for their clients. Their services include penalty forgiveness, hardship programs, which can delay payments until your tax debt expires, and lump sum settlement options through offer in compromise. Whether you owe $10,000 or $10 million, their experts are ready to assist you. Even if you're behind on taxes due to missing records, Tax Network USA can guide you through the process. Tax season long over, and for the IRS, that means it's collection season now. So to schedule a complimentary consultation, please call 800-958-1000 or visit tnusa.com/bill. Don't let the IRS aggressive tactics control you. Take charge of your financial future. Visit tnusa.com/bill today. Okay, I hope you're checking out our YouTube channel. It's free, youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly. Taking on Ilhan Omar and CBS. We did a CBS earlier, as you know. I think you'll find it interesting. Let me know what you think. Bill@BillO'Reilly.com. Bill@BillO'Reilly.com. YouTube. Want to get 1 million subs by Easter. We hope you sign up. Let's go to the mail. Mark, a freshman, New York City. I'm pleased with Donald Trump's executive orders, but I'm concerned they can be overturned by the next president. Doesn't Trump need to start passing laws similar to Lake and Riley so they can't be undone? Number one, Donald Trump doesn't pass laws. Okay, that's Congress. Trump doesn't. He can get behind it, but he didn't pass it. Number two, all laws are subject to revision. Every law. There's no law in stone in this country. They can all be revised or thrown out by Congress. That's just the way of the system. Joe, concierge member. Joe has special access to me. If Joe gets in any trouble at all, my team will help him. Donald Trump saying Canada should be the 51st state is a huge troll to Justin Trudeau, the Democrats, and mostly the mainstream media. Then he sits back with popcorn and enjoys the reaction. That's an excellent analysis, Joe. That's exactly what's happening. John Rosamano, Farmington, Connecticut. Bill, thanks for all the insights. Over the year, I've been a viewer since Inside Edition. Whoa, John, appreciate it. Regarding President Trump's executive order declaring cartels as terrorist organizations, which you advocated a long time ago, could this also provide many foreigners in Mexico and elsewhere solid grounds to apply for U.S. asylum? No, because you cannot apply for U.S. asylum as a victim of a crime. It's got to be a political act. So if you live in a bad neighborhood anywhere in the world and there are criminals all over the place, that's not basis for asylum to come here. Because the thinking is move out of the neighborhood. You're going to move out of the neighborhood to come to America. You can move out of the neighborhood and go to another place in your country. See? The asylum laws are pretty well spelled out. Of course, the Democrats don't want to obey them. Paul Anderson, Aiken, South Carolina. Obviously, Mexico is upset with President Trump. Given there are hundreds of thousands of American expats living in Mexico, do you think they're in any danger? I don't think there are hundreds of thousands. I think about 50,000. We're going to check that number tomorrow. I would not be living in Mexico under any circumstances. But if you know people down there, you tell them I said that. Nobody going to help you if you get in trouble. Nobody. Ruth, my guess is the average BillO'Reilly.com subscriber is over the age of 50. Super Bowl halftime producers were not aiming this content at us. Well, that might have been true 7, 8 years ago, but not now because of YouTube. So while a cable network's average age is 70, 72, for all of them, ours is way down. We got all the younger people now watching us. Super Bowl halftime show was aimed at a minority audience. That's the truth. Candace, concierge member. Thank you, Candace. I know why I follow you, O'Reilly. I had the same reaction to the halftime show. My friend and I only understood 2 words, and they can't be repeated here. Did he curse? Did that guy curse? Kendrick Lamar? Check that out for tomorrow. I'm talking to my producers now. If he used any swear words or curse words, I want to know that. I couldn't understand anything he was saying. He was just popping up and down, a bunch of guys in hoods popping up and down. I don't know. Where are the temptations when you need them? Ivo, you were right, O'Reilly, again. Philadelphia Eagles won the way you said. Yeah, I'm good at that. I'm good at NFL picking. Matthew Leesman, Kansas City, Missouri. Congratulations on the success of confronting the presidents. Each morning I read a chapter of my 88-year-old father. Excellent bonding time. What a good son you are, Matthew. You know, what a good son. I wish more Americans would follow you in what you're doing. But I'm glad you like the book, and I'm glad your dad does too. But it's important to be a good son or daughter. It really is. Cal Griffith, Bel Air, Michigan. How will the 25% tariff be collected? Will it go to the general fund? Yes, goes to the Treasury. And, hopefully it'll bring the debt down a little bit. That's where it goes. Okay, we give you another free thing. You want another free thing? Our newsletter is free. Okay, BillO'Reilly.com/newsletter. Just sign up, we'll send it to you. And you'll get everything we're doing. So that's good. And then we want you to check out the Not Woke gear. I'll get a picture of me wearing the brand new hats, which we love. The Not Woke hats. We got the tees. We got the polos. We got the hats. We got the mugs. Okay, Not Woke Nation. That's what I'm starting a movement. Not Woke Nation. We're not woke. We'll never be woke. Word of the day, do not be a nudnik. I used to use that when I was 7. You're a nudnik. N-U-D-N-I-C-K, real word. All right, back with the Gulf of America in a moment. When your personal safety is threatened, you have a right to defend yourself, but it's your responsibility to do so wisely. You may want to reach right for your firearm, but many legal experts say that should be your last resort. Consider a tool that empowers you to de-escalate threats without taking a life. Byrna is a less lethal self-defense weapon with tear gas and kinetic impact ammunition. Its formidable power can stop a threat in its tracks. It's the difference between ending a confrontation and starting a tragedy. Made in the heart of America, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Byrna is a symbol of strength and a beacon of responsibility. It's legal in all 50 states, no background checks required, and they even ship straight to your doorstep. So visit Byrna.com/Bill for an exclusive 10% discount. That's BYRNA.com/Bill.
Byrna products cannot be legally purchased or used in New York City or Yonkers. Byrna's pepper-based or tear gas projectiles cannot be purchased or used in New York State. Certain other states and localities restrict the purchase or use of Byrna products. Please check the law in your own state or municipality and any area you plan to travel to or through while carrying or possessing a Byrna product. For more information regarding restricted markets, please go to Byrna.com.
Are you feeling the impact of recent timeshare industry changes? Now more than ever, the costs of timeshare ownership far outweigh the benefits. My friends at Lone Star Transfer are the only company I trust to help you get out. Our listeners' positive feedback demonstrates why I've supported the company for years. For more than a decade, they have helped over 20,000 owners get out of the timeshare. Their exclusive options can help you get out faster and easier, more than any other option in the country. They are the only company that will give you a written guarantee and release you from your timeshare in a specific time frame. With an A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau and thousands of 5-star reviews, customer service is their top priority. For free consultation and a guaranteed solution, please call 855-551-7066. That's 855-551-7066, or go to LoneStarTransfer.com. All right, a final thought today is the Gulf of America. Google now says we're changing the name officially on Google from the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And as you may remember, President Trump said last Sunday was Gulf of America Day. I don't know what that comprised, but anyway. So the Gulf of Mexico was first named by Spanish explorers because there was no America, but there was a Mexico. Okay? Remember that we were run by England, by Great Britain. So, but Mexico was Mexico. And the Spanish ran it, and then the French ran it, and then, but Mexico was there. So it was the Gulf of Mexico, and they put it on all the maps. The earliest map we can find is 1552. 1552, Gulf of Mexico. But now Donald Trump wants it to be the Gulf of America. So to me, I'm a historian and a traditionalist. I'm keeping the Gulf of Mexico. Just a preference. I'm not angry that Google put Gulf of America. I'm not angry President Trump wants it to be Gulf of America. But I like Gulf of Mexico because that's the history of it. That's what the Spanish explorers named it. So I'm staying with it. I don't want to change history. I like to keep it that way. Now, that's on me. I understand. And you probably have a different point of view. But when I go down to the Caribbean, now I'm going to go to the Gulf of Mexico. And so one of my favorite islands is Anguilla. And I'm going to go, I have a trip on a early summer down there because I got to get under the water. I haven't been under the water with the little snorkel outfit. And I don't think I'm going to scuba, but I'll definitely do a lot of snorkeling. Maybe I'll do a snuba. You know what that is? Snuba is where you have a mask and you have a tank, but the tank has a big wire on it. And it's not on your back. It's on like a raft above you. It's good. It's easier, much easier. You don't have to do all the, you do have to do the weight belt, but it's so much easier. I might do that. But anyway, I'm going to go to the Gulf of Mexico to do some diving, get under the water, because I'd love to do that. And the cell phones don't work down there. That's the best part of it. Anyway, thank you for watching and listening to the No Spin News. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.